God, I don't know if I believe in you anymore. Well, do you believe in your unborn child getting fucking leprosy, huh? What the fuck? Do you believe in a swarm of ladybugs flying to the back of your teeth through your fucking ass? Since we questioning beliefs and shit, you might want to rethink that. Go our separate ways. Nah, we is. You just gonna separate a little more. You get what I'm saying? Like limb from limb type shit. So if I don't believe in you, the whole family, yup. I'm just gonna slide all across the keyboard in creative mode, nigga.
Why did the Egyptians get taken out, man? Why did God do this? Because they deserved it. I know that's not what you want to hear, but there's a context to the story. The Egyptians were enslaving the Israelites for how many hundreds of years? What were they doing to the male children that came from the Israelite women? What did God say to those Egyptian women that didn't want to do what the other Egyptian women were doing to Israelite babies? How many warnings did they get? You're acting as if God's just on a whim looking at the Egyptians and they're perfectly fine and they're just like cutting flowers and like sewing and having a wonderful time and they're just peaceful, wonderful people and everybody's just good and merry. And no, right? God did not just say one day, you know what? Since you don't believe in me, I'm going to take you out and your whole family out. That's the only reason I'm going to take you out. Just because you don't have a relationship with me. That has never been the case. Because all of the examples that you give in the Old Testament, God is giving plenty of warning before the judgment comes. How many times did Moses go to Pharaoh with how many different plagues and supernatural signs that, hey, you better let his people go. You better let the Israelites go. Stop doing what you're doing. Literally until the end, he kept chasing them through 2 pillars of water, right? He split the Red Sea. Moses split the Red Sea with the power of God, and the Red Sea is now split. And this guy still thinks in his head, I'm still going to be able to take them out, man. I'm not letting these guys go. I'm still going to get my lick back. And then God collapsed the water right on them. Sad to say, but why are you doing all this? Why are you fighting against God so hard? Do you not know what's going to happen? And then all throughout the Old Testament, these people know what happened, right? With Egypt and the plagues. This was a story that was passed around everywhere. This was hot news. What happened to the Egyptians, the biggest kingdom, right? So wonderful, so amazing, brought down by the God of Israel, right? These small group of people that don't have anything. How did they get taken out? When you read the story of Jericho, right? They know they know who they're going against. When Joshua goes there, Rahab and her family still survive. So it's not about just you're this type of ethnicity, you're going to be taken out. I just love the Israelites and all of this stuff. No, because as soon as the Israelites start sacrificing their children and going against God's will, what happens to the Israelites? Boom, go into captivity. 400 years. They go to the Babylonians into captivity. They go into captivity by the Assyrians. They get ransacked, pillaged, unalived. All of those evil, bad things happen to them. So God is not partial and caring about the human person and who you are and what your blood is. No. But at a certain time in the Old Testament, he had a covenant with Israel, the nation state of Israel, and what Egypt was doing was wicked, and the judgment was placed upon Pharaoh. But at any point, he could have repented. A good story of people repenting and not getting the judgment that was in store for them is Jonah and the whale. Jonah, right, in the belly of the fish for 3 days. He didn't want to go to Assyria. God said, you need to go to Assyria. You need to go to Nineveh, the capital of Assyria at the time, in modern day Iran, Iraq. You need to